Do you feel ambitious? Dream big. But somehow the motivation just never shows up? Maybe the problem isn't laziness. Maybe you're just stuck in a system designed to keep you exactly where you are. In this video, we're going to uncover the hidden traps that sabotage your growth and show you a realistic, practical, and powerful way to break free for good. Make sure to like, comment, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe so you don't miss any of our transformational content. Diagnosing personal stagnation. The first thing you need to understand is that what you're calling laziness is often just built-up frustration, and it's not your fault. You've been conditioned to accept stagnation as normal. You wake up, go to work, pay bills, and do it all over again. Months turn into years. And despite being constantly busy, you realize you're not actually moving forward. That's the routine most people live. But it shouldn't be that way. Modern society sells you the idea that stability equals success. Got a steady job? Great. Have a place to live? Awesome. But what no one tells you is that this can easily turn into a well-disguised trap. Frustration versus laziness. You're not lazy. You're just unmotivated because you live in a system that rewards playing it safe and punishes ambition that steps outside the lines. A classic example. Someone says they want to quit everything and start a business, and the reaction is, "Are you crazy?" Or, "But what about stability?" That fear isn't even yours. It's inherited. A predictable routine drains you. Working the same job for years, getting a tiny raise every other year. That's not lack of effort. It's lack of perspective. Normalizing failure. Failure has been normalized. Living in debt has become the default. Conformity is romanticized. And the idea of success, wealth, or financial freedom is treated as a fantasy, a privilege, or just plain luck. But deep down, you know you're meant for more. And this video will show you how to turn that feeling into action. A critique of the economic system and debt culture. Debt has become part of the game. You're encouraged to go into debt from a young age. Student loans, a phone and 24 monthly payments, credit card interest you don't even notice. That's not by accident. It's by design. Debt as a norm. Today, Brazil has over 70 million people in default. In the U.S., student loan debt has passed $1.7 trillion. This isn't a coincidence. It's a business model, and you're part of it. The more debt you have, the more dependent you are, and the more dependent you are, the easier you are to control. The Great Reset and the loss of ownership. There's a theory called the Great Reset, supported by global leaders and powerful financial institutions. The idea? A future where nobody owns anything, and you're okay with that. You'll rent everything you use, your home, your car, your furniture, and be told to feel grateful. But the people profiting from this? It's not you. This mindset is being slowly introduced. Less ownership, more dependency. Less freedom, more control. The lie about money. The phrase "money doesn't buy happiness" is often used as emotional comfort to keep you stuck in your comfort zone. Sure, money alone doesn't fix everything, but not having it makes almost everything worse. Money buys time, health, safety, and options. Freedom means having choices. And without money, you don't have any. The 5-stage personal transformation process. Now that you understand how the system works, let's talk about how to flip the script. There's a way forward, and it goes through 5 key stages of financial and personal transformation. These stages represent a journey of growth, both mentally and practically, that anyone can follow, even starting from zero. You don't need to be a genius, born into wealth, or get lucky. You just need consistency and direction. Stage 1, stagnation. This is where most people start. Maxed out credit cards, no plan, no savings, living on autopilot. At this stage, you usually have no clear idea how much you spend, how much you earn, or how much you could be saving. Your days are consumed by constant financial and emotional stress. This confusion creates anxiety and a sense of helplessness. You feel like you're running, but going nowhere. Why? Because there's no strategy and no healthy habits when it comes to money. What you need here is financial awareness, and that starts with tracking and understanding every cent. First practical step, track every expense for 30 days. Use apps like Mobile's Organize or even a simple spreadsheet. Set up an automated savings plan, even if it's just $10 per month. What matters is the habit, not the amount. The goal here is to train your brain to save before spending, not the other way around. Stage 2, ignition. This is where the spark hits. You start wanting more, but the world around you resists. Friends begin to question your changes. Family doubts your decisions, and your comfort zone tries to pull you back in. Why? Because you're breaking patterns, and that makes people uncomfortable, especially those still stuck in them. Along with outside pressure, you face internal resistance, fear, exhaustion, self-doubt. On top of that, inflation eats away at your purchasing power. You realize that just saving isn't enough because sitting money loses value over time. The solution? Make your money work for you. Practical steps. Start investing, even small amounts. Use platforms like Trading212 to get going. Consider ETFs like the S&P 500, which give you exposure to large, global companies. This provides stability and steady growth over the long term. At this stage, it's all about taking that first action and breaking inertia. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's also incredibly empowering. You start to feel that shift, that sense of, I'm finally in control. And even if progress is slow, you're finally moving in the right direction. Stage 3, acceleration. Now you've got awareness and you've taken action. It's time to pick up the pace. This is the stage where your transformation starts gaining real momentum. You shift from defense mode, saving, cutting back, budgeting, to attack mode, earning more, creating more, growing more. You activate the 3 C's of acceleration, key pillars that will push your journey to the next level of freedom and results. They're simple but powerful. Cash flow, connections, and confidence. Let's break them down. Cash flow. Start building extra income streams. Freelancing digital services. Selling digital products, anything scalable. The goal is to stop depending on just one income source. The more income streams you create, the more security and flexibility you gain. This diversification allows you to reinvest with more freedom and speed up the growth of your assets. It's how you start breathing outside the traditional system. Connections. Step away from people who hold you back. Surround yourself with ambitious people. Join groups, forums, events. Your network directly influences your mindset, your ideas, and your opportunities. You need to be around those who think big, who've already got where you want to go, or are moving faster on the same path. Proximity leads to growth. Confidence. Build the courage to make mistakes, to test, to put yourself out there. Without confidence, fear takes over. And confidence only grows through action and repetition. Start with small challenges and gradually push yourself into situations that demand more. If you wait until you're 100% ready, you'll never move. Confidence isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward despite it. This is a turning point. You start to see real, consistent progress. Life picks up speed. The results begin to show. And most importantly, you feel like you're building something that truly matters. Stage 4, expansion. You've made it past the chaos. Now it's time to build real wealth. At this stage, you move from surviving to multiplying. The focus here is on building assets, things that put money in your pocket month after month. This is where you start thinking like a builder of empires. You plan long-term with patience and strategy. You focus less on consumption and more on legacy. Examples of assets: rental properties. They generate passive income and grow in value. Dividend-paying stocks. They allow for reinvestment and recurring income. Skills that generate recurring income, like teaching, coding, selling, leading teams, or making better investments. You begin to understand the difference between buying things and building income. That shift changes everything. You realize every dollar can become a soldier working for you. 2 growth strategies. Diversification, lower risk investments that offer steady returns, like real estate funds, solid stocks, and global ETFs. These protect your capital and create a stable foundation. High conviction bets, where you take bigger risks for bigger potential gains, like crypto, startups, or bold ideas with high upside. This is the realm of daring, and it requires preparation, and learning. This stage is about smart accumulation. You plant now to harvest in 10, 20 years. And the longer you let compound interest work in your favor, the more powerful it gets. Stage 5, mastery. This is where the game changes. Your assets now cover your expenses. You have geographical, financial, and mental freedom. Money is no longer a constant concern. It's just a tool for building your life. You're no longer just paying bills. You're thinking about projects, impact, peace of mind. Your decisions are no longer, what can I do with what I have? But what do I want to do with what I've built? Here, the focus shifts from how much can I accumulate to how do I protect what I built? How do I help others achieve the same? You become a mentor, an investor, a creator of opportunities, and you realize that real purpose comes from helping others succeed. Legacy isn't just what you leave behind. It's what you spark in others while you're still here. This stage is about freedom, legacy, and purpose. You become a reference. You inspire. And you understand that true wealth is helping others awaken what once awakened in you. You're not lazy. You're an ambitious person trapped in a system that never taught you how to thrive. But now you have clarity. There's a path. It requires awareness, action, connection, growth, and purpose. It doesn't matter where you are right now. What matters is that you start. And if you've made it this far, you've already taken the first step. Drop a like, leave a comment below sharing what stood out to you most, and share this video with someone who needs a break out of stagnation. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any content that could change your financial future. Your future depends on what you do today. Let's go.